Hey guys, what's going on? Jay on the Segway here. As you already know, I heard, through the grapevine that you guys are interested in learning about motovlog audio, and you kind of want to know what the DJI Mic Mini sounds like with this camera, the Ace Pro 2, Okay, well, first of all, you guys are going to need a couple things, all right? Insta360, in typical Insta360 fashion, shout out to Insta360 though, because they still make a really good camera. They make good action cameras and all that good stuff. And Sandy's missing. I don't know where I left off, but I know I was talking about a microphone adapter, or I think I was talking about a microphone adapter. So Insta360 has this microphone adapter. If you want to go manual, plug it in, okay? This camera does do Bluetooth audio with the DJI Mic 2 and the Mic Mini, okay? But if you don't want to deal with that crappy audio, because it is kind of crappy, it's not as bad as the Ace camera, or the Ace Pro camera, but it's better, but it's just not as good. But anyways, Insta360 has a microphone adapter. It doesn't matter which one you buy it for. This microphone adapter plugs into the Ace Pro, and the Ace Pro 2. Insta360 also did some trickery with the microphone built into the Ace Pro 2. This one I have a Jay on the Segway mic mod, Jay on the Segway mic mod, where I did some extra modifications to my microphone, this built-in microphone. And guys, the microphone on this camera sounds so good without a wireless mic. I personally, if you're handheld vlogging, I wouldn't even have an external mic. It's got to be really, really windy outside. Really, really windy is probably going to be like 25 miles an hour or higher. Then it might compromise the audio. But if you go in the settings of this camera and you turn on, matter of fact, let me show you. You're going to pull down from the top. You're going to move to the left. You're going to press that button right there with the microphone on it. You see it says audio settings. You're going to hit audio settings, and you want to make sure it's on voice enhancement. Okay. You also have wind reduction and stereo. Those are your only three options. I leave mine on voice enhancement. If it's really, really windy, then put it on the wind reduction, okay? Because it has an algorithm and some processing that it does to kind of reduce the buffeting effect from wind hitting the microphone. But if it's like a little breeze going on and stuff like that, guys, put that on voice enhancement. It is going to enhance your voice. It makes your voice sound loud and clear. It's really, really good. For example, I'm outside in the alley, close to a busy street, and we have the voice enhancement on. This is how I sound. But back to the motovlog type stuff. Microphone adapter, okay? If you go to Insta360's website, they got this L-shaped bracket thing here, right? I think this is like a side mount, so it allows you to mount the camera vertically, okay? If you want to mount it like this. So you got to get that vertical magnetic mount. It snaps to the side of the camera. Now, mind you, this is supposed to be for a motovlog, so we're just adding weight here. Insta360 has a magnetic cold shoe mount, okay? That will snap into the side of the camera if you're gonna mount the camera like this. If you're gonna shoot with your camera like this, then you just take the cold shoe mount and just snap it to the bottom. It's basically a quick release design, okay? You get the Insta360, you get the DJI's, Mic Mini's receiver, for example. This can be a Rode receiver, this can be a Mic 2 receiver, it could be a Hollyland Lock M2S receiver. And it slides right in here, right in this cold shoe mount. And then obviously you have to have a 3.5 millimeter cable that you will plug from the receiver of the Mic 2, which it will come with a 3.5 millimeter cable. Go from the microphone receiver into the microphone adapter, the X Pro, and boom, you got yourself some wireless audio. And then you just take the microphone, put it in your helmet, wherever you find, is the best spot. I got a video for that too, showing you where I put mine. You got to use a magnet with some 3M tape on one side. That way your Mic Mini microphone or your Mic 2's microphone can snap to it automatically via magnetization and give yourself some good audio. And there's your audio solution. Now, Insta360, I say this all the time. Every time I do a video on this camera, whether it's Ace Pro, Ace Pro 2, the Ace Pro and the Ace cameras, we can't do nothing about it. But the Ace Pro 2, my guys, look, we can remove the battery door. This battery door is removable. Why isn't this door sitting here with a cold shoe mount built into it? Insta360, we need that, okay? We need that, because if you want to go full on manual audio, if I want to use a boom microphone, remember this camera can use USB-C microphoning also. So if you have a USB-C microphone, you can plug it directly into this thing and get to business. That's another thing you guys have an option here is this DJI Mic Mini and the Mic 2, their receivers as I go on to snap this door back into place. Their receivers have USB-C inputs here, male ends. I can snap this into the Ace Pro 2, and this is my audio solution as well. Put the microphone in your helmet, record your video. So you can use the USB-C part of this thing. The only problem I have with that, guys, is there's been videos, and you might not hear it in this one because I might not upload it. When I motovlog with this camera using this method with the receiver directly plugged into the USB-C port, the shaking and the vibrations in the motovlog, it compromises the audio and thus for just ruining the audio. Audio sound like straight asparagus, okay? So I'm not gonna recommend you use the USB-C method unless you're going handheld. If you're doing handheld, if you absolutely gotta do it, plug the USB-C in, it'll be good for that. But for motovlogging, I have bad results. You may have different results, but that's been my experience. So without further ado, with that being said, make sure your gain settings are turned down. Again, this will depend on your motorcycle and your equipment. You know, if you guys are riding a naked bike with no windscreen, no fairing, and no kind of wind protection at all, your editing software is going to matter more than any of this. I'm just here to tell you, you better be editing your videos with Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci, to name a few, maybe Filmora. Those programs have pretty good noise canceling features. And in that situation, don't use noise canceling with the microphone. So if you think you're gonna have to edit your audio and you guys are gonna have to do some tests, this is just my experience based off of my equipment. Everything you're gonna hear is based off of my experience, my equipment. You may have different equipment. It may be more or less noise for you, okay? This is just a guideline to let you know how these microphones could sound. Your editing software is really gonna matter at the end of the day because that's gonna depend on how good it can take out the noise. If you leave the noise in the video, it'll do a better job versus you recording with noise cancellation on, whether it's on high or low. There's too much processing. If too much processing goes on with your audio is gonna sound like straight poop and it won't be recoverable by whatever editing software you use. So make sure if you think you're gonna edit your audio after you record, don't use noise cancellation with the microphone itself. Don't use the built-in noise cancellation. Enjoy the video. Alrighty, peoples, here we are on the bike. So we have the windscreen all the way down. Noise cancellation on the DJI Mic Mini itself is off. We are connected via Bluetooth, so this is one of your completely wireless, aka waterproof solutions. This is how it sounds. Now, wind reduction is off. Noise cancellation, sorry, on the Mic Mini is off. And we got -18 on the camera, on the gain, and the Mic Mini is just gonna go off of that basically. So we're gonna go on ahead, turn this bike on. The windscreen is at its lowest position. For you naked bike riders, I am going to close my windscreen. This is a modular helmet, so it's quiet. It is one of the quieter modular helmets. It's windy today too. It's a normal ride height. Something you guys should remember or keep in mind is that these microphones, they have processing that goes on inside of them. Like there's a processor that's making the audio not over clip when you turn the clipping option on, which is something you have to do with the Mic Mini. All right, Ace Pro 2, baby. 3.5mm jack to the Mic Mini's receiver. Let me close the windscreen. All right, so the windscreen's at its normal ride height. This is how it sounds. We're gonna lower it. All right, it's lowered all the way. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of wind. This is how it sounds. We're gonna pick it back up to the normal ride height. So I have to turn usually everything down on the actual camera itself and on the microphone itself. So today's a windy day. We're gonna get up to speed. We have the Insta360 GPS preview remote monitoring our speed. Shout outs to that's the only other GPS device. Windscreen's all the way down, by the way. This is how the audio sounds. Kind of like at highway speed, 73 miles an hour, yeah, about 73. Now I'm gonna raise the windscreen to my normal ride height. This is the height that I normally have it on. This is how it sounds. Now, if there's a little bit too much audio in the too much noise in the audio. It's because it's a real windy day. I'm getting blasted from the side with wind right now. There's a method to all of this. So when you want to use these for audio, what you have to do is you have to turn the receiver on first. Although the receiver will receive power from the AcePro 2 as soon as you connect them, you're still gonna have to turn the receiver on manually, connect it to the microphone, then plug it into the AcePro 2, and then it should work properly. If you don't do those steps, your audio is not going to be, you ain't going to get audio. Your audio is going to come straight from the speaker of the actual camera, which means you're going to hear nothing but wind noise, which is what you probably hear right now because this wind is so crazy. So that's just something that you guys should be always aware of is your conditions. And I always recommend what works for me may not work for you. I have a relatively speaking quiet helmet. My bike can be very quiet. If I put the windscreen up like it is right now, it can get real quiet in here. And these things differ bike to bike, you know, like this, they just do. So I was thinking about turning around here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'll just keep going straight on my camera. I got these Klim boots. These boots, you know, guys, something you guys probably didn't know. And I have 4 different pair of riding. Do I have 4 pairs? I got 3 pairs of riding shoes, right? They're all different. One's a straight Aero one. These are waterproof, breathable waterproof. And then I have a pair of straight waterproof boots. And they all feel slightly different in the way my feet feels when I'm like just walking around normal. When I'm on the bike and I'm shifting gears, my gear shifts with these boots on feel so good and crisp. It's like it's almost like they make my bike shift better. Okay. Another reason why I used to use, and noise cancellation is on, by the way. Another reason why I used to use Insta360 Ace Pro and now the AcePro 2 camera for my motovlog helmet camera, because they have haptic feedback. And I really love having that. It's a real fine vibration that it puts through your helmet, just so you know that it's starting or stopped recording. Like if it, I don't know why it just stopped, but it literally just stopped. Anyways, let's get up to highway speeds real quick so you guys have an idea. And so now the wind is kind of blowing behind me, all right? Kind of like at an angle, it's coming at me like this. So it's kind of like a side rear wind, and this is how it sounds. So it could be louder. This is not optimal for audio quality, I would say. But if it wasn't windy, if it was kind of like a more of a calm, windy day, then you can expect it to sound something like what you're hearing right now with the noise cancellation on. So what do you think, guys? Yeah, that's the AcePro 2, man, with wireless audio. That's how it sounds, unedited. I didn't edit any of my audio, okay? Hopefully you listen to that with headphones in your ears so you can actually really hear how it sounds. I could do videos of processed versions of the audio. If you guys are interested, get in the comments below. Let me know. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I almost keep all of this equipment with me at all times. So I am usually, if I don't know the answer off the top of my head, I'm usually able to grab the equipment, put it together, and give you guys an idea or figure out the answer for you. And I'm usually good at getting back with you guys with the answers for anything that I make videos on. So guys, thanks for watching. All right, non-sponsored video, everything paid for with my money, so I appreciate your support. Get in the description below. I got G's Moto's website up on there, the link to her YouTube page. So get over there, show some support. She's new to motovlogging. Her channel is all new, everything's new with her, and she just needs some little help, you know, a little boost or whatever. So she lives in the Houston area. If you guys have any ideas for her, let her know, hey, look, this ride here is pretty good from this route to this route, whatever. Do some milestone videos, whatever the case may be. And man, thanks for watching, guys. All right, see you in the next video. Oh, by the way, I am doing this same exact video format for a whole bunch of cameras, so check out the channel, man. Go over there and subscribe. All right, thanks for the support. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, I guess, or maybe 5,000. Okay, if you want to be here, all right, please. And if you don't, that's all right. I don't fault you for it. Thanks for watching. Peace.